Hey guys, it's Ryan. I am out in the woods. I'm in this little patch of woods actually, right here in between the road I live on and this other road that runs kind of adjacent to my property. There's this little patch of woods that's kind of sandwiched in between these roads, and I hear vocalizations and stuff like that, just various noises and stuff too, coming from this area or this direction. And so I decided to come down here today and check this out. I'm glad I did. I found a lot of neat stuff that I want to show you guys. And I think since it's so close to my property, which my property is like right behind me, right across the road, since it's so close to there, I'm thinking it may be the same group of Sasquatch. However, I don't know, because I don't know exactly how many there are out here. I'm under the impression that there are lots and lots and lots of them out here. It's various groups. So, I don't know. But anyway, I want to show you guys this stuff. Let's see. I came in like right here, and when I walked in, like I noticed different things. Like this, there'll be cars going by too. You can see pretty close to the road, so excuse that. But right here, I got this one. It's like broken. It's snapped right there. And just going through these trees, there's a lot of this stuff. I mean, there's a bunch of weird stuff, like little tree bends, opposing tree bends right there. And there's just some interesting things that I've found so far, and some of them are not like other things I've found. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a minute. But you can see this place provides a lot of cover. It definitely does. And one thing I noticed, I was standing right here in the middle of this area, and something I noticed was it's bordered like almost all the way around by sticks on the ground, like larger sticks like this one, similar to that. It's all around here, like, and I know sticks fall, things fall, but the way this is just kind of interesting. You can see right here, there's these that are kind of crossing, and you can see how that one's laying over that tree that's bent down. And I'm not sure if they actually did those bends or if that tree fell and bent those, since they're both going the same way like that. I can't really speculate too much on that. But right here, going back to these sticks, they're just all over, bordering this little area, like that one. And then we got these right here. We got this one going up to that stump, and then we got this one over here, and it's going all the way up to that one right there. So it's like it's kind of like it's enclosed with these. And it's interesting, I've found this before. I've seen this kind of thing before on the ground, where they'll do this. They'll like border off an area. I'm not sure why they do it or what it's actually for, but it's interesting because I've found it before, and it's something they do. Just right here, I'm not even sure if I saw this one yet. This is neat. Look at that. We got this stick right here laid onto that bent tree right in the fork of it, kind of crossing and making an X formation. But I don't know. Then right here, look at this. This is neat. I just noticed all this too. This area is kind of blocked off right here, and it's got all this stuff woven around right here. on the ground, and I'm not sure you can actually see it as intricately as I can through the camera, but there's a lot of stuff just kind of woven together in a way. Right here, ground, you can see all that stuff. Kind of like one of those Astrid kind of things that they make, is what it looks like. It's a real small one. But anyway, there's all kinds of interesting things out here. This one is really neat though. Look at that. Now you tell me how that fell that way. And it's also crossed. This is neat, man. Look at that. It is also crossing into this bent branch right here that's coming off of that tree. Actually, no, that's let me see. No, that's a whole separate little sapling right there. Look at that. Now, how does that naturally occur? Someone tell me. This tree gets bent, that one gets bent, and this just somehow conveniently becomes laid in the fork of that. This stick. Well, that does not occur that way too often, I wouldn't say, in nature. That's neat. Things like that are put there. Something puts them there. That did not fall that way. This stick did not fall on that and pin this onto that tree right there. No, that didn't happen. That one didn't fall underneath that fork, and then this stick just happened to fall on it. Nope, it didn't. I'm seeing these a lot too. This stuff right here. It might look like I have on house shoes too, but I don't. These are actually skateboard shoes. I don't know if that's a print or not, but I've seen a lot of that on the ground down here. Okay, moving on. So you can kind of see how that's kind of blocking that little passage right there off. Look at this. Okay, now I believe this is meant to be an X. Got a tree bend right there too. And I got a bunch of stuff up there too that I'm going to show you guys, and back here. But this X right here is pretty neat. I want to show you this, and you can see how trodden the ground is right here. It's like, I mean, you can tell where something's walked through here. How clear it is. All this stuff on the ground too. See, just random things like that. Snapped stick there, or tree. And you got all this stuff just like leaned up in it. Another one there, and that's really interesting actually. Let me show you this X first. Okay, right here. Oh, shit. Excuse my language, but the ground was kind of sinking in on me in this mound I'm on right here. Anyway, look at this. This is neat. This is really neat. Alright, this stick right here isn't attached to anything. It was brought in here and laid into the Y of this one. This one is attached to the ground. This one's rooted. Okay, you can see it. And then you have this stick. Actually, it's bent right, curved right here. You have this one laying over it. Now this stick is actually, that's the end of it. That little fork right there, that is attached to it. So at first I thought, well, maybe that isn't an X, and then I noticed that it was, that sticks out on that side, so it does look like one, and I am pretty sure that's what it's meant to be. However, it has a stick going straight through the middle. Now, I've found that on several X structures with the stick going through the middle, and I've read where some people think that that is a sign for a family living there, an X with a straight one going down through the middle. I'm not sure about that, but it really wouldn't surprise me if that was actually accurate, because I've found these a lot in areas like this where it looks like they have been living or been staying a lot, frequenting, I should say, I guess. But I have found that a lot, so I don't know. It really might. That bucket may hold water, but there's no way to know for sure right now. So anyway, go up this way. Check all this stuff out too. I'm sure I'm probably missing some things that I've found. There's a lot out here. Right here. This was really neat. Okay, I find these all over in their little habitat areas, and I don't know why. I mean, maybe they have some kind of affinity for them or something, but these like mylar balloons, like I find these things all over. This is not the first one I found in a Sasquatch area, and it's always this kind of balloon, like always. I found one of these on my property. There's a video of it. I know, and I think the thumbnail photo is actually the picture of the balloon. So if you guys want to go back through and see that one, it's a pretty interesting video from what I can recall. But anyway, you can see that shoved through those trees right there, and that forked branch is forking this one. So I don't know what the origin of that is, but it looks like it was put there. And there's a tree bend being held down by that tree right there. So they very well may have done this. Okay, right here, this is neat. You can see that this stick right here is upside down, okay? That's the top of it, and that's the bottom of it. Alright, now, it looks like it is being used to hold this tree bend right here. It's laying like right on it. So, I don't know. I thought that was pretty neat too. I've never seen a stick being used upside down like that to hold a bend. It's pretty interesting to me. This right here, the sticks are crossed, and there's that little tree bend that tree's holding down. And that stick right there, holding that bend. It's interesting how they did that, and how that's just holding it there. Okay. Let me go back this way a little bit, and there's some other things down here I want to show you too. Right here, this looks like a freshly broken stick right there. This looks like a spot they were building something. You can see, like, this kind of thing is, it looks to me like they try to build blinds like this. I think what they do is they build like a framework, and then they can place foliage and stuff all over it, and you can sit there and never be seen. And I think that is the purpose for that kind of stuff right there, like this one too. That way you can see how you could just set stuff up, and no one would ever know you were back there. I think they use that for the young ones a lot, especially when it's dark. All that. Now right here, this is neat too. Look at this. Okay. Right here, got all this stuff. Like there's a stick leaned up here, right there, and that's crossing and making an X formation. So I don't know if that's its sole purpose or what, or if that just happened to cross that way when they put it there, but it is an X. But right here, look, and you can see where something's been underneath this. How flattened out the ground is there, especially right there. But this is neat because this looks like where they may have been building a larger shelter right here. You see, like up under it, how that could be a really good frame to put stuff on. It's neat. Got a tree broken right there. I do not think they did that. Okay, moving on. Wow, that's a big tree bend there. That one bent. Got that shoved onto it right there, upside down. And let's see that it's like shoved in there. The way that is. I don't think that just fell there like that. And that's another upside down one. It's interesting. Okay. Right here we got this. This caught my attention because it almost looks like it's tied under there, but that branch is being held down by this little pine there. Over there it looks like another little bent area, shelter type thing. Let me go up under this tree bend here. Look at this. The way that is. That looks like, looks like something has been there. Right there. Something's been burrowed up right there. It looks like. That's neat. There's like a blind here. Anyway. I don't know if that's being used for something or not, but anyway, this is a neat little area right here though. That's pretty. Those leaves are. It's almost putting off a yellow glow right here. Just the way the light is cool. It's really cool. You know, the first time I saw a Sasquatch out on my property, I was taking a picture of leaves just like this. Only it was pretty sunny and the sun was shining through them like that, but I was taking a picture of them and I looked over across just like this, and there was a Sasquatch up on the hill up that way. It wasn't in this area, but saying the area I was in. Sorry, I thought I saw something. But the area I was in, it was up on a little hill, and man, I got my camera out really fast and went to turn it on, and it shut down immediately. And then when I looked up, the Squatch was gone. Couldn't see him anymore. But that was it. That's what got it all started. Anyway, right here we've got a bend, and we've got this stick laid through the fork there and right here. where it's bent, where this branch is bent. That's neat. Then we've got this snapped sticks right there. Got a snapped one right here also. And you see it's snapped like kind of in the way you'd walk in here. And let's see what else I can find here. I don't know why that's on the ground there. Could just be sticks laying there like that, but anyway, we've got all these bent right here into these little saplings right here. These two are actually what are intertwined with these. You got a little marker right there, upside down. And I mean, you can see that that was placed there because it's not going to fall through all that. That was put there in the fork of that little tree. There. And we got this right here too. And this is neat. I find a lot of this stuff too. There's another one going through the fork of that. And you can see right here, that's not going to fall through all that and land right there. Ain't gonna happen. There's stuff up there too. You see how all that is bent, and it's all being tied into like this little stuff that's coming out of the ground here. It's really neat. Look at that. I just noticed how that's going going over those. Yep. I saw how it would best stay there, and that's how they put it there. They're efficient in what they do most of the time. They build things to make them last. Here's that another view of that. We got another shelter looking area right here. Got all this stuff bent down. There's a vine coming down right there. And we got tree bends here. But this little area, and then you got this going around there like that. And you can see this little area on the bottom here is really cleared out. Really clear. And we're pretty far back from the road right now on all directions, except that's, you can see how close the road is right there, but it's all you're not visible from the road back here because there's so much dense foliage right there. No one's gonna see you, especially if you're in some kind of a shelter type thing. Look at that. That was put there. You can tell that was put there. Yeah. Whoa, okay. I'm seeing more stuff back here. And I know there's stuff I've missed the other way. But I'm gonna go back here while I'm down here now. Check this out. Look at that. That bend, broken stick there. Stick leaned up there. All this stuff on the ground. And let's see. This is a real clear spot right here. There's not a whole lot to get in the way on the ground. Damn, that's a huge vine. Wow. Bent stuff there. Yeah, look at all this. Bent trees everywhere. There's one there, one there. Bent, being anchored in all that stuff right there. And right up under here, Man, you can see it really cleared out and compressed. Something looks like it's been right there, right there. That's crazy. And it's kind of guarded by all this stuff right here. All this stuff down here too. Man. A lot of it. This is a neat little area. And broken stick there. And we got that leaned up on that right up under it. And that's not gonna fall through there. I'm sorry to tell whomever wants to argue with me about it, that didn't fall there. That was put there. So it's like a marker right underneath this broken. Battery's getting low, I do believe. Look at that, too. Something's been underneath that. You can see how those are crossed there in an X formation. Big old logs there. And there's a way in and a way out right there, and it looks like they may have made an X there. Let me see. I gotta see this. Yeah, there's a clear path, and something walks through here. You can see where they walk. Right there is what I was talking about. I don't know. That's hard to say if that fell there or what, but this is definitely where you can enter these woods right here from that little clearing. I believe that little clearing's like from the power company cleared out for some power lines right there. Look at this right here. I'm following a little path, actually. I thought it was. Maybe not. Bunches of stuff right here laying on the ground. But over here, look at all that. There's a nice little area under there, underneath that canopy right there. And there's a lot of stuff bent over that way. And right up under it, that provides some good shelter there. It's pretty cleared out. Okay. Go back this way. I can see a trail, damn, right here. A lot of mushrooms out here. Pretty little shrooms. Whole bunch. It's interesting. Stick. This is pretty clear back here, and I can see some interesting things this way. Yeah, that stuff there. Shoved through that vine there. There's one really green vine too. Okay. Where was that stuff I saw? Back here. stuff everywhere back here. Just all kinds of sticks and things like that. It's hard to say what they've actually done. That's an X right there. It's a small one. And it looks like they made that because of the way it's going laid up on there. I see other stuff over here too. Let me see. Now, I've never been to this spot before. This is the first time I've ever been here. So you guys are seeing it with me. And I don't know. There's a way in and a way out right there too. There's an X. I think that's meant to be an X. I don't know. It could be just a trail marker, but you can see where they walk right here. They can cross the road. There's a creek right on the other side of the road. You see right here where they... I think that may just be meant to be a trail marker because there's pathways right here. Got this stuff here. Wind up there. Stick there. Okay. So there's another path right here. You can see that something's been walking on. This would be just a perfect spot for them, though. And they know that, too. I don't like that's unbeknownst to them. Look at that. That's interesting. The way those are bent, and then laying through the fork of that tree. Got another upside down stick right there. Weird. Another stick laying right there. Got all that bent. Going through the fork of that.